Well, success. I don't know what else to say. Success. We have a 60% return. So, exactly what were the conditions for this 60%? I had a failed attempt and I shut down the trader and I left some money in there. There was 10.3 or 10.5, around 10.5-ish, 10,500 pounds in the trader. Then what I did was started up again in January. So I reset the trader, reset how things work, reset the parameters, and started it running again. And I believe it was the middle of January, I can't remember the exact date. And then got a margin call, so I added 5,000 pounds to get the total amount that I'm starting to trade, 15. So it was actually 15.5 and a bit, because of the residual from the previous failed attempt. Then I let it trade. It almost succeeded about last month, but it lost 1,500 pounds at one point, so that brought it down again. But it's just made its way up and it's hit the 60% level. So I have 60% return on real money in the trader, just letting it run. Okay, just a reminder as to why 60% was the goal. This was to match Renaissance Technologies. Now, Renaissance Technologies is the investment firm that has been acknowledged to have the best consistent return ever recorded. And it's 60% per year over 20 years. And from that, they made hundreds of billions. I'm going to talk about Renaissance and the AI trader a bit more at the end of this video. But for now, let's just get to the results and how it happened. So what I'm going to show you now is the report for this time period, January to now. Okay, this is the summary report. And I took this today. I closed my account down so that there were no what they call floating balance. The floating profit and loss is the profit or loss from contracts that are open but have not yet closed. So in order to demonstrate the exact amount of money that I had in the account, I closed everything. And this is what we have. You can see the starting balance was 10,516.91. And then the deposit here, 5,000, that would make it 15,516.91. Now, a 60% return on that money precisely is 9,310 and 15 pence. And my return, you can see right here, is 9,400. So I'm over 60%. That is an over 60% return. I'm also going to show you every single trade that the trader made, so you can see exactly how it made and lost money. Okay, I'm not going to spend a lot of time going over these. You can look at them at your leisure, stop and study them as you wish. These are only until March 31st, because that's when I ran this report. Of course, these are available on the FXCM server, but I'm not going to be showing anyone that because I have to show in my login details for my account to get at them. If we ever start talking serious money, then I'll be happy to show these reports on the FXCM server. Now, I do have to caution anyone who might eventually use this themselves. It isn't always this successful this quickly. We obviously caught it on an upswing. I still maintain 60% is a good bet over a year. It can make a lot more. It also can make less. And it also can go into either non-movement or loss positions for literally months, like 2 or 3 months. The longest I've seen is about 4 months. So I think the next step is to let the trader run and see if I can get it to 30,000. Because if I can get equity up to 30,000, I can double the number of contracts and it will make / lose money twice as fast as it is right now. So it's scalable. And I want to test this. Also, it's going to be interesting to see if it loses a bunch of money and or stays flat because it might do that. So I'm still interested in running it for a full year, see what it does. If I was a client, or if I was an investor, or like if that was my sole goal is to make money, I'd probably take the 60% and shut it down because it's the safest thing. You can't lose any money and at 60% over a year is not a bad return. My goal was to match Renaissance technologies. Now, the thing about Renaissance, though, is they use a large number of personnel and they use very expensive technology. So they have millions of dollars worth of computer equipment and thousands of employees that largely are employed to do research and to find matching trends between price and different aspects. And they searched broadly. They didn't follow any economic theory. In fact, the person that started it does not believe in mainstream economic theory. He thinks it's a load of rubbish. Now, same from my point of view. Part of the reason that I did this is because I was a PhD in economics, and the theory they were teaching, I thought, this is just complete rubbish. So I built some models to demonstrate how nonsensical it was, and that was dismissed. So I thought, okay, how do I do this for real? I'll build a trader, because if I'm wrong, if my theories on economics are wrong, I won't be able to make money, or it's unlikely I'll be able to make money. But especially on the Forex, which is the most one of the most competitive markets, it is the highest volume market in the world. No one moves more money around than the Forex. I built the trader basically to demonstrate that my ideas about pricing and price theory were not wrong. Now, other people have claimed higher percent returns, like world markets, for example. They were claiming 700% per annum-ish. And none of them have proved out, not a single one. So Renaissance is the only one that has been demonstrated to be true. And so they have 60%, but they have a lot of overhead, as I've just described. Now, I've done it. My 60% came on a 2012 IBM ThinkPad, an X230 with a Wi-Fi connection. That means anyone can do it. So the next question you have to ask is, well, why didn't most people do it? And it's because everyone believes in market theory. They think market theory is right. And if you believe in market theory, you won't get it right. It won't work. And if you think it will, then please show me. Show me your 60% return on the Forex. So just to be clear, neoclassical theory says I cannot do what I just did. And this is the theory that's taught in all universities. Supply and demand determine the price. They go on and on about it. And the key is it doesn't. This is not how price is determined. Price can be influenced by it, but it is not how price is determined. If you believe that and you try to trade, you're what they call just for the mill. Your money will end up in the pocket of someone else. Okay, that's all I want to say today. I don't know when the next video will be, partly because I've already achieved my goal, but I probably will do one within probably a couple of months. Let you know how the trader's doing and what's happening, etc., etc. I'm very busy right now. I have some ideas for economics videos, which I think would be very interesting to a lot of people, but I just don't have the time to do them right now. Even this is a stretch for me. But yeah, until next time, I'll talk to you later.